What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, if you are one of the many that saw Sonic on opening weekend, you deserve a round of applause. You deserve respect, because this is the point that so many of us have been trying to make to Hollywood and to the media, that if you listen to the fans, if you respect the fans, your success is going to be exponential. Now, again, it doesn't mean you listen to everything the fans say per se, but you should never dismiss fans like Lucasfilm has dismissed fans so many times. You should never dismiss fans just like what happened with Birds of Prey. You should always at least listen and take into consideration what the hardcore fans are saying. Hardcore fans don't know everything about what it takes to make a great movie, and no one is suggesting that they do. But when you have a situation like Sonic, where the first trailer came out and it was a disaster, the internet collectively hated its guts. And so what did the filmmakers do? They didn't double down like Rian Johnson or Kathleen Kennedy or Lucasfilm. They didn't attack the fans and call them misogynist or racist, or maybe they had something against blue hedgehogs. No, they took the criticism to heart and they applied it to the film. Shout out to the VX department. Shout out to everyone involved with this project. You did a great job. I saw the movie opening night. I very much enjoyed it. No, the film as a film it's not changing the game. It's not doing anything necessarily different per se. It just simply honored the character. It was fun. It was enjoyable. But what this movie does symbolize is, if it can be successful, and it seems like it's on its way to being a big success, maybe it can now set the tone for a lot of these Hollywood weirdos that, hey, maybe we should at least take into consideration the hardcore fan base. The foundation of these properties is very important. Now, you can't just appease the foundation and the hardcore fans. You still have to have the mass appeal, and I totally understand that. And I feel like Sonic is going to miss out on the mass appeal a little bit, but maybe not. It depends, because word of mouth is so incredible. What this Sonic the Hedgehog movie will do, in my opinion, is it will please the hardcore fans. It will please families and young children. That is who it will please. I don't see this, hitting 7, 8, 900 million worldwide. I don't think it has that type of appeal. I do think that it is very much grounded in appeasing the hardcore fan base and being a family-friendly film, but we'll see. It's nothing that's going to transcend filmmaking or anything like that, but it's really good. It's a lot of fun, but it symbolizes so much more, and that is the most important aspect of this. So, with Sonic potentially opening at a 60 million plus opening weekend, this is huge. This is huge. Paramount's Sonic the Hedgehog grossed a huge 21 million on Friday for a projected 4-day debut of 60 million plus over President's Day weekend, including 50 million or more for 3 days. Huge. I don't know what the expectations were. Odin will be able to speak to that tomorrow on the box office breakdown. He'll get a little more into that. And then obviously Birds of Prey has just flopped. So it's so funny. It's so funny. I love that that this is happening, because this is important. It's important to what's going on, and that's the biggest point to take away from this. I believe if you are frustrated with Hollywood, if you are frustrated with Lucasfilm, if you're frustrated with a lot of the studios pushing identity politics and nonsensical agenda-driven stuff into movies, if you're tired of the properties that we all grew up and loved and we kept relevant for all these years, if you're tired of Hollywood taking those properties and then just spinning them into a political narrative, Sonic is the movie for you. Because Sonic symbolizes that you don't have to, well, number one, it's not that you don't have to, you should never push politics or agenda-driven storytelling into movies. And Sonic does not do that. I understand the complaint that there's a lot of people that don't like Jim Carrey because of his politics and just because he's absolutely a nut job at this point. But I, most of the time, can separate the art from the artist. And in this situation, that's exactly what I did with Jim Carrey. I thought Jim Carrey was fantastic in Sonic the Hedgehog. He had an old school Jim Carrey vibe to him back in the 90s when he came onto the scene and became a megastar. Everything about this movie worked for me. Obviously it's not a perfect movie at all, but I do believe that you're going to enjoy it. My biggest question is going to be, what will someone, and I talked to Gary about this, Gary from Nerdrotic, who has no knowledge of Sonic whatsoever, but he's going to see the movie. What will someone like Gary take away from this Sonic movie? Because I am a big fan of the Sega Genesis and Sonic and Sonic and Knuckles. I enjoyed the Sonic games. They played a pretty significant role in my childhood when I was playing video games in the 16-bit era. But with someone like Gary and others, I want to know how they're going to view Sonic the Hedgehog after they see it. What type of impact is it going to have on them? Because I would tend to believe that just as a movie, it won't really matter to them in the long run. I believe that they'll enjoy it while they watch it, but they're going to forget about it the next day. But we'll see how that all works out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money, Raylos are weird, Sonic is kicking ass at the box office, and we will talk to you later.